What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Rec Room. I'm your boy Tony the Brick Whisperer, and hey, I know the Rec Room pretty much looks exactly the way it did in the last video, and the reason why is because I recorded this not long after I recorded that last video. Trying to save some time here. I've got a number of other things I've got going on. I've got some work stuff that I'm trying to take care of here. I've got my Winter Village Mills plates I'm also trying to take care of, not to mention household tasks. I'm enjoying my day off, so I figured why not get another video knocked out? Uh, so, one question I get asked probably quite a bit. I wouldn't necessarily say the most, but one question I get asked quite a bit while working at Bricks and Minifigs Avondale is uh, if we offer to build sets for customers. And so here on this platform, right here on YouTube, I'm going to state where Bricks and Minifigs Avondale stands on that. Bricks and Minifigs Avondale, as a store, does not offer employees to build a customer set. However, I have done so in the past. Really, before I got the YouTube thing going, I had helped a disabled veteran with some of his stuff. Sometimes he would notice that stuff is missing or something wasn't getting put together correctly, and so he would ask if I would take care of it for him, and I would be more than happy to. I'm a veteran as well. Why not help a brother out? If you recall, Christmas of 2024, I had done a build for for one lady who wanted to give that particular car to her son, and so I did that one for free because I thought it was so cool. I just really wanted to see his face when he saw that when he opened that set for Christmas, um, knowing full well that a video was getting put on YouTube primarily for him. And so I took joy in that. My Lego addiction, if you will, my hobby, it takes up a lot of time. And Mrs. Brick Whisperer will tell you, I love helping people out. It's just something I enjoy doing. If I see somebody that needs a hand with something, I'm more than happy to take care of it. And now that I have this YouTube channel, I have absolutely no problem helping people build their stuff. With that, does Bricks and Minifigs offer assistance in building stuff? No. But I do. Now, when I am assisting somebody with a build of theirs, well, I mean, let's face it, they're taking me away from my family, or more accurately, I'm taking myself away from my family because I'm volunteering to do this. So, because of everything else I have going on, it just made sense that if I'm going to help people out, hey, I need to be compensated as well. So I'm not charging an arm and a leg. If you come to Bricks and Minifigs Avondale and you buy a set, say the set is $100, I'm only charging 10%. 10% of the build, because let's face it, typically speaking, the more expensive a set is, that means the more parts there is. Um, and this way I can get it back to you in a timely fashion. So when I had put that out there, one of my coworkers, Maddie, had said, "Hey, how much would you charge me to build one of these sets?" And so I had told her, and she instantly started haggling with me, which was comical. So when I sit here and say I have no sponsors, nobody's given me anything, well, this time I have to say otherwise. She bought me lunch. I'm not going to complain. Hey, I'm Italian. I love food, huh? She bought me lunch. I got the set going for her. What set am I talking about? I am talking about, boom, Set number 76262, Captain America's Shield. Let me tell you about this shield. Do I complain about the repetition in the botanical sets? Absolutely. Am I going to continue to talk about the repetition in those botanical sets? More than likely. But holy moly, this was one of the most repetitious sets I have ever gotten my hands on, next to the Roman Colosseum and the Eiffel Tower. Those two are, they're very bad about repetition. But this one, holy smokes. Let's just dive in. Here we go. Okay, and we're off. And as you can see, a lot of bags. But here's what's crazy. Take a look at this. Look how thin the instruction manual is. Why? Again, a lot of repetition. So, Captain America Shield 76262. This set was released on the 1st of August of 2023. It retired on the 31st of December of 2024. Recommended retail price of $200. Has a total of 3,128 parts. This set took me about 3 hours to put together. And once I got this really going, because believe it or not, that's not the size of the shield. It does get bigger in terms of size. Is when I really started contemplating maybe I shouldn't have built this at my desk. Now, like I said, it took me 3 hours to build. It's only going to take approximately 12 minutes to get through. So any and all silent times that I have will be filled with the construction sound from the Lego video games when you're putting stuff together. But yes, very repetitious. As you can see, only one thing is different here, and that's the red plate right there. And that was an awesome thing in terms of keeping a good orientation of how to position the shield. Because if I'm not mistaken, not only is it that red plate there, but it's also the two to the left and the two to the right. Those 5 total sections right there are essentially the strength of the shield because it gets displayed standing up. So a very interesting way of keeping everything figured out in terms of orientation, because usually Lego will throw in so many different colors, and I've had people ask me why so many different colors on the interior of stuff. Well, the reason why is so that when you're putting it together, it's easier to follow along with the instructions. If you know you've got to grab a green piece over here and a red piece over there, and this is the effect it's going to have, all the better. However, as you can plainly see, a lot of grays, a lot of blacks, not very colorful. Sure, right here we're seeing blues, we see yellows. The yellows, they're going to get hidden. I don't know if you can hear it over the microphone, but Kaylee is on the other side of the house, extremely excited about something. No idea what. So when it sits there and it says, "Hey, we're gonna make 36 of these, or we're gonna make 18 of these," that was the time-consuming part. Slap it together, set it off to the side, and yeah, repetition, repetition, repetition. In fact, right here, I had to make 18 of these little brackets to go on each individual spoke. And here shortly, I'll be putting together. Oh, there they go. There's the opposite. And now the shield is starting to take shape. That's the first section of blue for the center of the shield. So that centerpiece that I just added, there's something very similar to that that's also on the newest UCS Millennium Falcon. And I love the way that they are able to create, I mean, heck, let's face it, it's a circle using a whole bunch of different parts, and you're able to create a circle. I think that that was outstanding. I can't wait to get to the star because the star was really a fun little build for this particular set. Now, right here, you see we're starting to get ready to add the red and the white and just a little bit more blue. I had to repeat this 18 times, so that's why you see so many different sections there. Because I got to do that. Like I said, I got to do it 18 times. So here we go. And pretty much it is at this point, because as you see, I'm grabbing parts from the bags right there next to my Google speaker. It's at this point I'm thinking to myself, boy, I really should have done this at the kitchen table. Not a whole lot of room. In fact, that's why the shield is standing up. Now, one of the things that I do, and I don't know how many of you do it, when I'm going through the instructions and it says that I have to repeat this so many times, I will sit there and I will do the repetition right then and there as opposed to taking care of those handful of steps, turn the page, take care of the next handful of steps, turn the page, finish, then go back 3 pages and repeat and do that for 18 times. In my opinion, this way, for me, this way is just faster. Right, the shield is taking shape. And here we go with another repeat this 18 times. Now, I have certified this set for Bricks and Minifigs Avondale. When you get to this part in the instructions, it'll tell you, hey, you need bags 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And you just sit there and you're like, wow, really? I have never gotten to uh, really mess with this brand new until right here where I'm building it now. Yes, those were certified stickers that you saw and everything, but as you can see, all the bags are still sealed. That's one way that we certify it. If it comes in and the box was opened, we have to verify that all of the bags are sealed, and we continue on from there. And so, um, when the set has been built and we have to take it apart, that's where what I will do is when it sits there and says, hey, you need to use these 6 bags for these 18 repetitious parts, I don't have it all broken down how they have it broken down in a brand new box. I will break it down to where essentially 3 of them, or 3 of these little stripes, so to speak, are broken down into a bag. So it's not all red in one, all white in another, all blue in another. I will have essentially taken apart three of those ice slices, if you will, put it into a bag. Take apart another three, put them into another bag. Tedious, yes. But at the same time, I'm trying to help the customer because I think having the parts divvied up the way that they were brand new, I think that really slowed me down. All right, now we're adding on the final sections. So I loved how they made it look as if, just like a shield. It's round, it's domed. I think that was an awesome, awesome job. Now here comes the star. The star was another excellent feature uh, in the build. And believe me, once I got about halfway done with that last section of 18 pie slices, I started getting motivated. So the set does come with Steve Rogers. And not only is he holding the shield, he also has Mjolnir from Avengers Endgame. Get a cool little display stand. And so long as you stand it up on that red section I was telling you about, where that red plate was, you have nothing to worry about. And there it is. Decent sized shield. It's got some weight to it. Uh, you see Steve Rogers there holding Mjolnir, holding the shield. His helmet is off to the side, just sitting there on a little addition that I made for this particular build. So, Maddie, you get to keep those parts for free. So, quite the build, Maddie. I really do hope that you enjoy it. It was my pleasure to build it. Thank you so much for letting me put this on my YouTube channel. And yeah, despite the repetition, I enjoyed the build. I really did. Um, so it's out there, YouTube. If you have a set that you want built, but you just don't want to do it, hit me up. I'll see what I can do for you. So, but again, Maddie, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. Hey, if you got more, bring it on. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with anybody you know that loves Lego. Parents, maybe you can use this as a deterrent when your young one that really wants Captain America's shield. Show them this video. It's not an easy build, that's for sure. So hey, thank you once again. And with all that being said, let me hear y'all loud and proud. We will see you when we see you. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your day. Bye.